Meet the most un-BMW BMW out there. This one doesn't have a straight six engine. In fact, it doesn't have an engine at all. This is the fully electric version of the i3, and there's a little bit of a chance that it might actually go on sale in India. Reason enough to see it in more detail. Along with the i8 hybrid sports car, the i3 constitutes BMW's i sub-brand that's centered on sustainability and low emissions. The i3 is not on sale in India as yet, but BMW has brought in a few units to serve as technology demonstrators to government bodies and also to gauge if there's indeed a market for a high-end electric hatchback as this. The model with us is the i3s, a sportier version launched abroad alongside the updated i3 last year. A range extender variant that adds in a 2-cylinder engine which solely acts as a generator to juice up the battery is also an option abroad. In look, the funky i3 is far removed from BMW's combustion engine models. The almost oversized 20-inch wheels and blacked-out bonnet, roof and tailgate that BMW calls the i Black Belt set the tone. Then there's the stepped window line that is such a departure from the norm. Of the other cool bits are the tail lights that are recessed in the glass of the tailgate. But the single coolest thing about the i3 is its rear door, which ironically you can only open once you open the front door. There we go. How cool is that? And note, there's no B-pillar to spoil your view of the cabin or hinder access either. That's been made possible by the i3's use of carbon fiber reinforced plastics for the passenger cell. It's rigid enough to do without the need for added structural support. But for all the rear door style, you can't open the rear window. The rear seats do score fine on comfort and space. And up front, the i3's cabin is just so different from every BMW we've seen out there. 3 Series, 5 Series, 7 Series. Nothing looks like the i3 on the inside. Just take the screens, floating screens, the windscreen that's pushed so far ahead, and obviously no transmission tunnel, so lots of space here as well. Nice, thin, slim seats again add to the airiness of the cabin. And what do you think of details like this? The electric blue seat belts. BMW says over 80% of the materials visible to occupants are made from recycled materials or renewable resources. Peter sure would approve of this cabin. Now the important matter of what the i3s is like to drive. It's powered by a 184 horsepower electric motor that draws power from a 33 kWh lithium-ion battery pack placed under the passenger compartment. The rear-mounted motor drives the rear wheels via a single-speed gearbox. Electric motors give their very best from the word go, and the BMW i3s is no different. Power comes in very linearly, and of course there's no throttle or any form of lag to speak of. What you get when you press down on the throttle pedal is a strong and consistent build of power. BMW claims a 0 to 100 kph time of just 6.9 seconds. Now think about that. This is a boring electric city car that is just shy of a hot hatch's performance. The silence does take some getting used to though. There are 4 driving modes: Sport, Comfort, Eco Pro and Eco Pro Plus, each with their own power and steering characteristics. The good thing is that the i3s doesn't drive like an appliance. The i3 is a zippy little thing. It's sharp, it's well balanced, and the steering, it's precise, but it's still nice and light. You can really chuck it into the corners. It drives like an electric car with a BMW badge should. You can't talk electric cars and not talk range. The i3 has a claimed range of 200 kilometers, and driving with Verve has the numbers on the range indicator drop quite quickly. A full charge is also a long-drawn process. It takes upwards of 10 hours from a 3-pin plug. Regenerative braking does help top up the battery on the go. And yup, it is quite unusual to plug your BMW in after a day's driving. So, should you buy one? The question is, would you buy one? Assuming BMW does think it worth bringing the i3s to India, the duty structure would put the price tag upwards of 50 lakh rupees. Sure, it has the green credentials and is actually quite nice to drive as well. But at the end of the day, a similar priced 5 Series for instance would just give you much more car and thrills for the money. And let's not even get into the matter of the inadequate public charging infrastructure. In all, this is a BMW with its heart in the right place. It's just that India is not yet the place for the i3s.